Hi guys, today I am sharing with you how to efficiently farm the part 2 of the fairy update in Grow a Garden. But first let me show you the new upgrades of the fairy godmother. This basically just gave us more levels of the roaming fairy spawn amount because of the new currency that is fairy jars. You can also see the total amount of fairies you have captured besides the fairy godmother. The update also gave us new crafting tables where you can craft enchanted chest, enchanted seed pack, enchanted egg, enchanted crate, and the brand new glimmering crate. But I recommend you focus on the enchanted chest that contains the ether fruit and the phoenix pet. The crafting recipe for the enchanted chest is sunbulb, enchanted seed pack, enchanted egg, and 6,000 fairy points. I would also suggest using pets like Pachycephalosaurus or hamster to boost efficiency when crafting chests. Next, we have another crafting table that have the recipes for the fairy net. Glimmering radar, fairy targeter, fatey collar, fairy power extender, luminous wand, and fairy summoner. I recommend focusing on the fairy nets first to catch wandering fairies in the map, and inside the fairy portal to unlock all the items they sell in the portal. The recipe for the fairy net is fairly easy. You just need a sunbulb, strawberry seed, harvest tool, and 100 fairy points. You can easily farm the fairy nets while doing the fountain of power of the event, so you can stock up on fairy points while getting ready for the fairy weather event. When the fairy weather event is about to start, just aim for the back of the fairy godmother and use an auto clicker for the duration of the fairy weather event. That's how easy it is. You might miss a fairy or two when they come out, but you will catch them on their way back. Also make sure your garden have some crops that are not glimmering yet to allow the pixies to spawn in. Now, for the fairy portal. This place contains infinite spawning pixies you can catch, although fairly slow, so I wouldn't recommend it. This place also have pink orbs you can collect to receive rewards, but it's not worth it too. So what I would recommend is just submitting the fairy jars you collected by catching pixies in the back of the fairy godmother to this NPC, which gives you 1 enchanted chest per 100 fairy jars. This sprite also sells enchanted chest for 15,000 fairy points, luminous wand for 750 fairy points, mutation spray luminous for 7,500 fairy points, and luminous sprite for 4,000 fairy points. You can unlock the enchanted chest and luminous wand by catching 50 fairies. While the mutation spray luminous, you need 600 fairies catched, and finally 900 fairies catched for the luminous sprite pet to be unlocked. I suggest restocking the shop manually until you are okay with the price to quickly buy enchanted chests and get more chances to get the luminous sprite pet. For the seed shop in the fairy portal, the NPC sells enchanted seed pack for 2,500 fairy points, pixie fern for 800 fairy points, and untold bell for 7,500 fairy points. You can unlock the pixie fern and untold bell by catching 250 fairies. Now for the pet shop, the NPC sells enchanted egg for 1,000 fairy points, wisp for 2,000 fairy points, and drake for 35,000 fairy points. You need to catch 50 fairies to unlock the enchanted egg, 400 catched fairies for the wisp, and 600 catched fairies to unlock the drake. I also suggest manually restocking this shop and buying up all the enchanted egg, wisp, and drake, since these pets and egg are useful. Now lastly, the cosmetic shop. The NPC sells enchanted crate for 2,500 fairy points, glimmering crate for 4,000 points, and wisp well for 3,250 points. You need to catch 90 fairies to unlock the enchanted crate and glimmering crate, and for the wisp well to be unlocked, you need to catch 150 fairies. Now if you really want to catch more pixies, to unlock more items in the shops you can easily see the pixies spawning in the ground or up in the trees. You can do the obby by using the jump pads to see the pink orbs, and doing the obby to collect them. But personally, I think this is just a waste of time since the rewards are very low. To recap, first farm your fountain of power to gain a bunch of fairy points while crafting fairy nets. And when the fairy weather event starts, just use an auto-clicker and aim behind the fairy godmother NPC to catch pixies AFK. And then when the portal opens, buy up all the enchanted chests. Luminous Sprite, Enchanted Seed Pack, Enchanted Egg, Wisp, Drake, and Wisp. Well for the Wisp and whatever you want before the portal closes. And you will be a proud Phoenix owner just like me in no time. So wear your helmets and seatbelts, and I will see you all in the next video. Bye.